Vodka with a twist. Scottish Lassie Immersive has kicked it into high gear now. And here comes the undefeated filly, and she goes right on by to the 8th pole. Immersive has taken charge, and she is pulling away under Manny Franco. Here is a champion, no doubt. The undefeated Immersive wins the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies.
That was a look back to Future Stars Friday at the Del Mar Thoroughbred Club. The Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies would go to the daughter of Nyquist and Immersive, and she would cap off an undefeated year, a perfect 4 for 4 in 2024 for Immersive. It was Manny Franco riding for trainer Brad Cox and a homebred for Godolphin. That is her last start that we have seen her on Future Stars Friday when she won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. A couple months later, she would get an Eclipse Award as the Champion Two-Year-Old Filly. But then Godolphin put this on social media not too long after that their Eclipse Award champion, Immersive, has been sidelined until the summer. Now fast forward 7 months, and she is back, and she's going to be making her 3-year-old debut coming up this weekend as she makes start number 5, looking to stay perfect as well. She's going to be 4 to 5 on the morning line. You can see her race record dubs, 4 for 4 lifetime. Most recent start, a winner in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies, and took home the Eclipse Award. Champion Two-Year-Old Filly as well. Immersive makes her 3-year-old debut coming up in the Monomoy Girl.
She is a superstar already, a 3-time Grade 1 winner, star of the age group last fall, and looks for a monster return coming up in this weekend's running of the Monomoy Girl Overnight Stakes, sitting at 4 to 5. And the question will be asked, Joaquin, if you go off the resume, yes, it's all about Immersive, but it's been a little bit between drinks. Going back to that last start down the Seaside Oval, could anyone be up to the challenge of trying to take her down?
Yeah, I think they could, because 2 reasons. 1, she is coming in here off the layoff. And 2, you go back and you ask yourself, she wasn't running that fast as a 2-year-old filly. So is she going to step forward from age 2 to age 3? If there's ever going to be a race that she's going to be vulnerable, this is going to be the race that you would try to beat her here in the Monomoy Girl, coming in here off about a 7-month layoff.
It's going to be a very tall order, tough assignment in trying to get back into the winner's circle as we take a look at the no sure things. The past 7 years, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies winners, and how they, I guess, have come back to race day after that spell. So it's Immersive coming into this one at 4 to 5. But you look at, just FYI, lost the Ashland Stakes going off at 8 to 5. It was Wonder Wheel at a very short price who couldn't live up to the billing. Echo Zulu goes against the trend.
Yeah, I mean, this is a recent trend that we have here of Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies winners in their 3-year-old debuts. Only one of them is a winner here with Echo Zulu in the Fairgrounds Oaks. Everybody else, at least of the recent Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies, recently have lost their 3-year-old debut. To my point, Dubs, and you know, you really could probably take that idea and apply it to multiple divisions. You have a Breeders' Cup winner coming in off the layoff of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, wherever it may be. I guess it makes sense in a way, because this is the race you're most vulnerable off the bench.
I'll tell you what, if she's improved, it could go the opposite direction.
Very true.
It could be a very impressive win by multiple lengths on deck. In terms of contenders going against Immersive, Take Charge Milady the 6th will start from out wide, trainer Kenny McPeak conditions. It's Brian Hernandez getting set to pilot. Was a runner-up in the Ashland, ran at the Kentucky Oaks, but never really got into that race early. Is this the big threat to worry about?
It very well could be. You know, she lost to Immersive's teammate here for Godolphin and Good Cheer in the Kentucky Oaks. And if you remember, going into the first Friday in May, it was well documented that she was battling some foot issues after the Ashland Stakes when she was second behind LaCara. We saw what LaCara for the Hall of Famer Mark Casse did over the weekend as well. She's a Grade 1 winner when she won the Acorn by 3 lengths, and she was just second behind her just 2 starts ago. Was the excuse running into Good Cheer? Was the excuse the off racetrack in the Kentucky Oaks? Was the excuse, you know, just battling the foot issues after the Ashland Stakes? Maybe it's a combination of everything, but based off what she did 2 starts ago in the Ashland, when she's right on her day, you know, she would probably be able to compete here with Immersive.
And we start looking at the pace of the race, trying to identify the speed map and who's going forward. Anna's Promise the 3 has early speed in bunches, but didn't finish off that race in the Oaks. Prior to that at Gulfstream Park, was right in the thick of it.
You know, keep in mind, this is a look at the Gulfstream Park Oaks to 5G, who went straight to the front and is going to hold on for the victory here. You know, just a couple starts before this, Dubs, she broke her maiden for $50,000. She was claimed out of that race by the Current Connections. She wins an allowance race, then she's thrown into the deep end here in the Gulfstream Park Oaks. She ran okay enough in the Kentucky Oaks. She finished 5th in a field of 13. At least the 2 horses we just watched backtracks of, and as promised, and Take Charge Milady, they're certainly going to have the fitness edge and the recency edge on the favorite.
It's a field of 6 going in to Saturday's Monomoy Girl Overnight Stakes. It will go off as race number 5. And we'll have the team out there live on site to take us through all of the lead-up and action on Saturday, the Chorleywood Stakes as well. So 2 marquee events as racing getting set for a start later this afternoon from Churchill Downs, but it looks to be another great weekend ahead out there beneath the Twin Spires.